Hello, sports fans. Welcome back to Road to the Show with Alexander Hamilton, our starting pitcher in the Brewers organization, currently with the Sky Sox down in AAA, and he has been pitching lights out, folks. He is an absolute freight train coming on through, looking to do damage wherever he goes. We'll take a look at one of the games that I simmed accidentally because they moved him up in the rotation, and he actually comes away with the win in that game as he goes and pitches a pretty decent game there. Not bad at all, as he gives up no runs is what we kind of looking for with him. We're just hoping that he doesn't give up those runs, and that's exactly what we want to see. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of give you a twofer in this one. We're going to play 2 games instead of 1, trying to move him along a little bit because it's getting monotonous watching him strike people out. As you can see the stats right there, he is a strikeout machine, and it's getting monotonous watching him strike out people here in AAA when we should be on the big league club, and I'm going to show you proof of that later on in this video, so stick around to see how that pans out and his organizational depth and everything with the Brewers. So he's going to come in here now with a 3-2 record, which does not really translate to what he has done so far this year, but we can see him going against the first batter of this game, and he strikes him out. Sit down, sir. You are out, and that's out number 1 for Alex Hamilton, and we'll be facing the second batter here who's going to ground this one up the middle, and it is a base hit, and he gives up his first hit, so gets his first strikeout and his first hit in the first 2 batters there. So we have 2 on now with 1 out, and this one's going to be grounded to the shortstop, who flips it to second, down to first in the dirt, but scooped out for the double play to put an end to the inning, and he gets out of that little jam right there. We had 2 runners on, so let's see what we do going into the second inning. We have 1 out already facing the batter here. First pitch, he's swinging, lifting this one in the air into foul territory. First baseman runs over and makes the catch just before the dugout stairs there, so that'll be 2 away now for him in this inning. You're going to see us jump around a little bit here. We're not going to be showing you every single batter, but we have a full count here with 2 outs. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. Sit down, sir. You are out. That's a strikeout for Alex Hamilton, and we see many of those come out of him as he is just a dominant pitcher here in AAA. I wish the win-loss would kind of reflect that, but it does not. But all of his other numbers do. So we see a batter here in the third, gets a base hit into right field as it's kind of a little bit of a line drive that drops right in front of the first baseman. So he has a base runner here with 2 outs, 1-2 count, swung on and kind of popped up there, and it's going to get into center field as the center fielder has to make a few steps and makes a little bit of a basket catch, but does make the play after all to end the inning, and we are through 3. So here in the fourth with 1 out already, this one's going to be lifted in the air to center field, drifting towards right center, gets down in the warning track to the wall. Runner will be into second safely with a double there, and we don't often see many guys hit with that kind of power off of Alex Hamilton, but it's going to happen. 2 outs here with the runner on at second base. There's the go-ahead run, but he gets him with the slider there. Sit down, sir. You are out, and that ends the inning there, making him look foolish up there as he swings that bat like an oar. So stepping in here now in the 6th. This one's going to be lifted in the air. Right fielder ranging over toward the foul line there. He steps back into fair play, but makes the catch for the out. So now we're going to have the second batter here as we have 1 out already. 0-2 count. Swung on and missed at the sinker as it kind of just drops off the table there, and he gets him out. Sit down, so you are out as well. That's out number 2 there in the second inning. So now we'll go ahead and move ahead to the 7th inning here. First batter, first pitch swinging, lifted in the air, and it's going to be a diving catch by the right fielder to steal a hit away, and he has 1 out there. So now we're into the 8th inning of this one. Top of the 8th, 2-2 count, lifted in the air to right field. Right fielder ranges back, turns, takes a few steps, makes the catch, and puts him away there. So later on in the 8th inning with 2 outs, 0-2 count, swung on and missed at the fastball as he couldn't catch up to it. Sit down, sir. You are out. And that's going to do it for the 8th inning as we have a 0-0 score here going into the 9th inning. I hope that they can pull it out as Alex Hamilton was pitch hit for in the 8th inning. So he's not going to have an opportunity to come here back in the 9th. And they do not win it after all. They do drop the game here. But it does not go against our starting pitcher, Alexander Hamilton. It's going to be a loss for the bullpen as he gets the quality start here. We see he goes 8 innings with 4 hits and 14 strikeouts. That's why I didn't show you all of them, because it just would have been absolutely ridiculous. So let's take a look at the organizational breakdown right now, as we see Alex Hamilton is considered to be #1 in the organization, even above the Major League ace, who's Tyler Jungmann, and he is better than him. He's trending high, so he should be moving up pretty soon, I would think, right? I mean, as we take a look at this organizational breakdown, we're going through all of the pitchers that are in the major leagues, and he is pitching much better than all of him. He would be and should be considered the ace of the major league club's staff. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to put it out there. They're saying it as well. He is their #1 on their list there. He is a top 50 prospect. He's got to be one of the top 10 prospects at this point, especially the way he is pitching. We take a look at his numbers. He has 9 quality starts, a .77 ERA. I mean, what else could you possibly ask for out of this young pitcher here? And it's just unbelievable. So we'll take a look here at the depth chart for AAA and the starting rotation. He is currently slated as the second starter here, just behind Zach Davies, and we're hoping that we can get him moved up, or maybe even moved up to the big club. As we take a look at the round out there, we have another top 50 prospect on the pitching staff here, Nicholas Francis. I don't think he'll pose much of a problem, though, for us, as you know, we're teammates and we're going to kind of be competing a little bit, but we are on the same team. But still, looking over this major league club and looking at some of their pitchers here, I mean, the overall is not quite there yet, but the overall is better than some of these pitchers. And then we have Tyler Thornburg, who's in the starting rotation, and he's not even a starter. He's a reliever. His stamina is a 36, so it's got to be something they got to consider doing soon with him. They got to be moving him up soon. I mean, I think it's any day now. It's kind of inevitable, obviously, as he is just pitching incredibly, and they do consider him to be one of their top players for sure. But I mean, I don't know when, I don't know why, but it is what it is, as the Sky Sox are kind of struggling anyway. And you know what? Let's get him up to the big club. Let's get him some experience. And I don't know if the Major League club is doing all that well. I didn't really look at the record for that. But let's jump into the second game of this video and see how he does with his second start here. Actually, it's going to be his third one in this particular episode, because I did sim one after all, so by accident. So he's going to start off here with the first batter. Swung on and missed. Sit down, sir, you're out. And that's how we start the game, with a strikeout. He started the last game with a strikeout, and he does this too often. So 2 outs now against the batter here with an 0-1. This one's going to be grounded to the third baseman, who throws across the diamond for the out. Quick out there. 3 up, 3 down. Sit down. Everybody gets on by, and we're going to move ahead here. And we're going to hope that maybe we'll see a run or two in this game, because in the last game we saw that it was 0-0 going into the 9th inning as these pitchers duels. But batter here, swung on and missed for a strikeout. That's another strikeout for him there. And we are through 2 innings now. So we're going to get into the 3rd inning with 1 out already and a 2-2 count. This one's going to be grounded to first base. First baseman gloves it, takes it himself, steps on the bag for the out. And that's another runner down so far. So let's see what we get moving ahead here now. We are still in the 3rd inning with 2 outs and an 0-2 count. I think I know what's coming, folks. Nope, it's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman backhanded, spears it, throws it across the diamond the long way, and gets him out anyway, as he kind of takes away a hit there. And we can see through 3 that there is no hits so far. So top of the 4th inning now. 1 out, 1-2 is the count. Swung on and missed at the fastball, tailing down and in. Sit down, sir, you are out, as he gets another strikeout there. And then there's a batter in the 5th inning. We move ahead a little bit, and this one is going to be a strikeout as well. You're going to go sit down too, because you're out. And yeah, Freight Train, here he comes, man. Freight Train's coming through. Can't stop him now. 1 out, 2-2 count. Swung on and missed at the sinker, and you are out, sir. And he is just plugging along here, and I honestly don't think there's any stopping him. So now we're into the 6th inning, and we have a 1-2 count against this batter. The splitter drops down for the strikeout. Did you see that? That was absolutely filthy, that splitter. So batter here in the 6th inning, 2 outs, 0-2 count. Makes him look silly with the sinker inside as he kind of flails at it, looking like a fish out of water the way he flopped around, and he is out, and that's going to do it through 6 now as we get into the 7th inning with 1 out already. 0-2 count against the batter. What's coming? That's right, splitter down and in. Sit down, sir. You are out. We're going to catch the replay on that one, because I want to show you this splitter. He's developing it nicely. Look at the way it just drops off the table at the end of the pitch sequence there. It's unbelievable. So now in the 8th inning with 1 out, 0-2 count on the inside, but it's just enough as it touches the edge of the strike zone. He doesn't like it, but you know what? Sit down, sir. You're out. It doesn't matter what you think, Smolinski. Go sit down. It's a strikeout. And that's another one for Alexander Hamilton. Absolutely crazy. But we're stepping into the 9th inning here now, and we're going to see what he can do here. First batter in the 9th inning. First pitch, swung on and lifted in the air to right field, and it's kind of a bloop, and it's going to drop in front of the right fielder as he makes the effort. But there goes the no-no. He had a no-hitter up until this point, folks, and what a game for him there. He almost gets the no-hitter. First batter in the 9th, though, gets that little bloop single, kind of a lucky hit there as it drops down, and the right fielder did everything he could, made the effort to get over there, but they're going to go ahead and pull him after giving up that base hit. I really wish I would let him finish it out. I mean, it's only one runner. I know it's late in the game. I know he has a lot of pitches up on the count there, but still, give him the opportunity to get the shutout here. I mean, he pitched such a gem of a game, and to kind of relieve him here in the 9th inning after just giving up one hit, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I kind of feel like they should have gave it to him, but he does come away here. The team wins the game. Obviously, you can see that. He comes away with a win finally, so his record is now up to 4-2 as he goes 8 innings with giving up one hit and another 14 strikeouts. That is 28 strikeouts over 2 games that we showed you here. Absolutely crazy. I mean, this is absolutely insane at this point. I don't know what else to do with this kid. I mean, it's got to be the bigs any day now, right? So we're going to see here, we're taking a look at the calendar. We can see the Omaha game here. I was kind of simming one game at a time, and I completely missed this one here, and I went and I simmed this game as well by accident, not realizing that they moved him up again in the rotation. So I'm going to sim through the date, not realizing that it was his start, and he actually comes away with the win on the game, and he actually gets a win himself. So his record goes to 5-2. We'll take a look at his line score here. 7 1/3 with giving up 4 hits, 3 walks, which he hardly ever does when I pitch with him, and only 5 strikeouts. But does not give up any runs, does get the win, and that's kind of all we really care about at this point. We just want to see him get the win when he deserves it. So now, after that game, and after the simmed game, and a little bit of a practice as well, we had like a pitching practice. We have 3,000 points here to spend, and we're going to go ahead and dump them into just about every category in the pitching category here. We're going to dump into all the pitching categories, obviously, and we're going to see what he comes away with. He's a 72 overall now. We're spending 3,155 points, and he gets up to a 74 overall. So his stamina's up there. All of the numbers are up there. He is still considered in the top there for the #1 pitcher of the organization as far as the Brewers see him, as far as the Brewers front office sees him anyway. They say that he is the best pitcher in the organization, even ahead of their ace. But what are they going to do? They're going to promote Chris Capuano, who saved a game for us here in this video earlier. The first game, he saved the game for us, and they bring him up to the big leagues. He's kind of more of a middle reliever or a long reliever with the 68 stamina, and we're just not getting any respect. But we'll show you his lines here as we come into a close for this episode. 21 games pitched. He's 5-2, .65, 13 games started, 11 quality starts, 6 saves this season so far with a shutout and 2 complete games. He is absolutely disgusting, folks. And I want you to come on back for more Alexander Hamilton. I'll see you around the channel, and bye-bye now.